In the wild corners of Australia, Tasmania beckons with its rugged landscapes, ancient forests, and untold stories. Tasmania's coast reveals vibrant red rocks, shaped by time and nature's raw power. Endless shores meet crystal-clear waters, where untouched wilderness embraces the sea in a tranquil dance. Endless fields meet the sky, a tranquil glimpse into Tasmania's heartland. A vibrant city thrives by the water's edge, where history and modern life flow together in harmony. Maria Island. A ribbon of road stretches across the sea, connecting island dreams with the mainland's steady heartbeat. White sands cradle elegant homes as the ocean whispers stories of calm and escape. Where palm shadows dance on rooftops, the sea waits patiently at the end of every street. Life slows down along the shoreline, where footprints and laughter trace the morning light. Between dune and tide, the world fades into the hush of open blue. On this stretch of soft silence, even the waves seem to breathe more gently. Beyond the sea, golden fields mirror a sky that never rushes. Russell and Horseshoe Falls. A veil of silver cascades through ancient forest, whispering stories older than time. In the hush of moss and stone, the water sings low over memory and root. Hidden in shadow, the falls thunder like breath from the heart of the earth. Layer by layer, the mountain exhales, each tear a hymn to falling light. Here, nature sculpts in green and glass, where every drop paints the forest awake. The forest leans in, cradling the falls in a quiet reverence. At the edge of the deck, wonder unfolds in slow, endless descent. From ferns to sky, water dances in wild harmony with the land. A secret corner of the world, where moss softens stone and water soothes time. Framed by trees and silence, the waterfall roars like a forgotten dream rediscovered. The water pours like dusk itself, soft, endless, and unrelenting. Hobart. From the bustling waterfront to the lush hills that cradle it, Hobart reveals itself as a city of endless horizons. From the heights of Mount Wellington, the sprawling city of Hobart seems to breathe, its bay stretching endlessly into the horizon. Overlooking the quiet shores, Hobart's vibrant heart beats against the backdrop of the rugged mountain, where industry meets nature in perfect harmony. As the sun kisses the rooftops, Hobart sprawls beneath a sky that meets both the mountains and the sea, a city that thrives between two worlds. As the sun casts its golden glow, the iconic Tasman Bridge stretches across the river. The quiet monument stands tall against the rhythm of the road as the city hums with energy at the water's edge. Hobart unfurls like a tapestry of life, where the mountains meet the sea and the city hums with its timeless rhythm. Nestled beneath the mighty Mount Wellington, Hobart's charming rooftops catch the last light of the day. Overlooking the vast harbor, Hobart's energy pulses through the docks, where industry meets the serenity of the mountains and sea. Cradle Mountain. The sea leans into the cliffs with quiet persistence, under a sky heavy with secrets. Beneath a single drifting cloud, the wild heart of Tasmania stretches untouched and endless. A sapphire lake rests cradled in ancient stone, mirroring time and silence. The spires of Cradle Mountain rise like memory etched in stone. Each valley folds inward, a story hidden in green shadows and forgotten trails. Here, the earth shows its bones, raw, vast, and unwavering against the sky. Still waters carry the hush of dusk across a landscape dreaming in blue. Dove Lake drifts like a silver whisper between the folds of the highlands. A pale track winds toward the hush of a hidden lake, framed by ancient stone. Evening spills gently over the water as the day exhales into stillness. The jagged ridges catch the last gold of the sun, standing like time made vertical. In the long shadow of the peak, the silence feels endless and deep. From here, the land stretches like a slow breath held beneath drifting cloud. Two lakes shimmer like forgotten mirrors, tucked into the green folds of the earth. Where red stone meets turquoise tide, the coastline burns with the memory of light. Bruny Island. Beneath sunlit cliffs, a colony of seals rests where the land breathes salt and stillness. From above, the kayaks drift like whispers across Bruny's translucent blue. Standing sentinel in silence, the lighthouse keeps its timeless gaze on the sea. Each step down this weathered path carries you closer to the rhythm of the tide. At the edge of wilderness, a quiet village dreams beside the sea. A solitary walk on untouched sand, where the ocean tells its secrets softly. Where sea meets stone, Bruny's wild heart pulses through every wave. Carved by time, this hidden inlet holds the echoes of ancient tides. Off the untamed edge of Bruny, seabirds gather where waves and wilderness meet. In the hush of morning light, a lone paddle draws ripples through stillness. Beneath the vast southern sky, a simple walk opens to the endless blue. Cataract Gorge. Where wild cliffs meet quiet rooftops, Nature and suburbia share the same breath. Here, the river carves a path through time, where each bend remembers the age of stone. Suspended in stillness, the bridge whispers tales of those brave enough to cross. Reflected in these calm waters is a landscape untamed, yet inviting. Even serenity has edges, where wilderness watches over well-kept ground. In the cradle of ancient rock, blue waters gather like a held breath. From the hush of the gorge, the city waits quietly on the horizon. Lifted gently above the earth, we glide where hawks once circled. Below the sky's slow rhythm, footsteps trace the curves of the land. Stone faces weathered by wind and time stand guard over the mirrored deep. A quiet path curves through stone and silence, where every footstep echoes softly in the gorge. Beneath the sun, joy gathers like ripples, fleeting, simple, and beautifully human. The stillness of the water carries us forward, toward the faint hum of the city beyond. Time slows on the banks, where strangers become shadows resting in the warmth. In the hush between hills, the water speaks in whispers only walkers can hear. From here, the land feels vast and old, as if it remembers every storm that passed. At the edge of the wild, the still pool waits like a dream beside its reflection. Wildlife of Tasmania. With a blur of black and a flash of fury, the Tasmanian devil charges through its hidden domain. Among open lawns and gentle light, native hens graze like whispers of the wild within the civilized. In the hush of leaf-strewn earth, the wombat moves slowly, ancient and undisturbed. Low to the ground, wallabies blend with shadow and sun, like dusk brought to life. On the still banks of a winding Tasmanian river, a quiet council of geese watches the world drift by. As evening folds the sky in gold, wings draw stories across the silence. Deep within the stone's embrace, a city of wings sleeps upside down in the dark. Beneath a veil of quills, the echidna traces the earth's quiet secrets with its ancient snout. Bathed in tropical light, the rainbow lorikeet drinks from blossoms as if tasting the sky itself. Graceful and still, the pelican waits in watery silence, where shadows drift like forgotten songs. On soft open fields, a nation of kangaroos grazes and watches, as if holding the story of the land in their stillness. Mount Field National Park. A curtain of water tumbles through a forest that feels forgotten by time. Every stone and fallen limb holds a memory, softened by moss and morning mist. As the sun sinks low, the wilderness exhales in shades of fire and dusk. The lake lies still, a glass of sky, cradled in silence. Here, life bursts in green as water dances between ferns like whispered laughter. Clouds churn above ancient peaks, where night begins its quiet claim. From this stony throne, the land spills open, vast, wild, and beautifully untamed. Water traces the path of least resistance, winding gently through a garden of stone. As the sky opens with light, one step forward becomes a moment of quiet power. Clinging to the cliffs, steel and stone meet the breathless drop of wilderness. The road curves gently beneath golden canopies, where time seems to slow. Here, the earth stretches wide and bare, watched over by ancient stone. Each footstep disappears into a forest that whispers in green. Bay of Fires. Here, where fire-colored lichen bleeds across stone, the sea whispers in turquoise silence. The tide moves gently over a painter's palette. Rock, sea, and time blending as one. A coastline sculpted by wind and salt, where homes meet the horizon with quiet grace. Each stone bears the story of fire and water, cracked, weathered, and endlessly alive. The rocks rise like ancient guardians, where waves break in eternal conversation. Between land and sky, this place breathes, bold, raw, and beautifully unshaped. Dawn spills its gold across the coastline, and the earth turns softly in its sleep. A hush lingers over the hills as moonlight kisses the sleeping edge of Tasmania. Wild green meets silver sea, a frontier where the forest exhales into the wind. Even the rocks seem to rest here, where time strolls slowly across white sand and sunlit tide. Under soft clouds and shifting light, the lichen-clad stones cradle the edge of the sea. From above, the coast unfolds like an ancient map, etched in orange, carved by time. A lonely cottage watches over the hush of a forgotten bay. Nature's palette erupts in flame and stone, stitched tightly to the forest's edge. Even the stillest waters reveal their secrets when seen from above. The coastline stretches like a sleeping giant beneath the golden hush of dusk. Two seabirds sit in silence, wrapped in the wind's lullaby and the sea's breath. At the edge of town, the land meets the tide, wilder, older, and utterly alive.